the 10 people claimed that they saw a Nephilim in Canaan. They were like, yeah, there were super giants there, and they're gonna like fucking stomp our heads in or whatever.
The Bible just got cool again.
Right? It was great.
Really?
And they decide to find a leader who will take them back to Egypt.
Oh boy.
How not bad was their slavery? And or how fucking stupid are they? And they're just gonna cruise back in town and just be like, hey guys, so yeah, we did go out for a while, but kind of just felt like maybe pop back in, hang out, be equals.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That what you wanted?
I just think maybe that'd be cool.
Have you met?
Our God's kind of a dick.
Have you met my friend?
Which one?
Mr. Stabby. Stab.
Moses has to remind God a second time. It's not the best look to rescue a bunch of people and then murder them in the desert. And but
I want to kill him so bad.
I get that.
I want to kill him like so bad. I didn't realize God did that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was just very much. I thought it was like, again, I hadn't read this book, so I didn't realize how angry God was.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, you will understand in the end. Like,
no, it was just very, you'll walk till you die.
Why does it hurt so bad? Why? It's an old book. This is like one of the old books. Yes. What makes in the book? That's not in the fucking book. Now I'm in the Bible. No, I'm not.
This is still just life. Chapter 15, God suddenly needs wine with all of his sacrifices.
God's getting cool now.
Yeah, right? It literally lists every sacrifice. It's like, also a quart of wine.
It's definitely not written by priests or anything.
Well, no, because there's a thing at the end that says it'll be very pleasing to the Lord. So obviously,
it's not. Does it say anything in your Bible study Bible? Weird,
right?
Also, you keep talking. If I mentioned in the last episode, the Modern Language Bible and my 4Bible has years, and I want to see if they coincide with Burnt Big Boy's Bible years.
Oh, well, I mean, they would, because this is all historically accurate.
Yeah, why am I even checking?
I don't know.
Oh, this is not.
It's like using two different history books to check one another. Like,
oh man, history books are 100% accurate and in no way biased in any sort of socio-economic or racial way.
No.
What's not even a little bit? That'd be crazy. Why would you even say that?
Verse 20, he also gets cakes.
Wait, he gets cakes too now?
Yeah. You just make him a cake.
You just make him God wants a cake.
Yeah.
So chapter 15. Aha! They're off by 6 years.
That's just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Not a huge
Really not a big
difference.
deal.
Yeah.
Also, it says circa in this one. This one just straight up says 1444 BC. Like,
that's
fuck
just the
you, this is
one.
when it happened. And then this one's like circa 1450.
Around the 1450s?
Around 1450 BC. So, I don't know why I did that. That was a waste of time, wasn't it?
I mean, I don't know if it was a waste. This whole thing is a waste of time.
Everything I do is a waste of time.
Yeah, no, it's that's on you. I wasn't trying to say that like our thing is silly. I was trying to say that you're a bad person.
I'm a fucking slug.
Yeah,
I'm just a slug.
Yeah. If you fuck up on accident, if you touch dead body, if you become unclean for some reason, that's okay. You didn't do it on purpose.
Right.
But you do need to make a sacrifice to cleanse yourself and do all the stuff.
I'm unclean, cut stuff, burn stuff.
You rip the bird's head off and
blah, 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 blah.
But if you do just like straight up just tell God to fuck off or something, then you get kicked out of the community. So there's a difference between making a mistake. This is actually setting the distinction that there's a difference between making a mistake and just aggressively telling God to go fuck himself or choosing to commit a sin.
Okay.
If you choose to commit a sin, then you'll be punished. One day, a man worked on the Sabbath and he was stoned to death. Moving on, wear tassels to remind you not to fuck up.
Hey, can we go?
You guys tend to fuck up a lot, so maybe decorations will help you not do that. I'm God, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God.
This is a lot of information to take in. Why is this book so very dense
and poorly written?
Just terribly written, dense.
So where you're going to want to start is verse 32 of chapter 15.
The fuck just happened? Okay. Verse 32, chapter 15 of the Bible in the book Numbers. One day while the people of Israel were in the wilderness, one of them was caught gathering wood on the Sabbath day. He was arrested and taken before Moses and Aaron and the other judges. Okay, well, now I got a little addendum here for the judges. To all the congregation. That doesn't clear it up. They jailed him until they could find out the Lord's mind concerning him. Then the Lord said to Moses, "The man must die. All people shall stone him to death outside the camp." So they took him outside the camp and killed him, as the Lord had commanded. Should I keep going for weirdness?
Yeah.
Okay. This is 37:38. The Lord said to Moses, "Tell the people of Israel to make tassels for the hems of their clothes." Parentheses. This is a permanent regulation from generation to generation. End parentheses. And to attach the tassels of their tassels to their clothes with a big blue cord. The purpose of this regulation is to remind you, whatever you notice the tassels, of the commandments of the Lord, and that you are to obey his laws instead of following your own desires and going your own ways as you used to do in serving other gods. When have they ever served any other gods?
Golden calf.
He's really he won't let go of that. He fucking holds a grudge. Yeah. But he's patient.
Very patient. And forgiving.
And so forgiving.
And loving.
And abound with it.
Yeah.
It will remind you to be holy to your God. For I am Jehovah, your God, who brought you to the land out of Egypt. Yes, I am the Lord, your God.
So, to recap, one day a man worked on the Sabbath and he was stoned to death. Wear tassels to remind you not to fuck up. You guys tend to do that a lot. Maybe the tassels will help. I'm God, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God.
See why we paraphrase this? Because this book is weird and dumb. We just skate through it.
But if you don't double check shit like that,
doesn't make it just feels so wrong. It feels like that's not in here.
I know. Or it feels like at least there should be more weight or substance to it.
It's weird things are just flying by you. And you just have to accept them and then keep moving because shit just keeps getting weird.
It just never stops.
Man, worked on the day of rest. What do? We kill him. What do we do next? You wear little tassels. Why? Don't sin. Okay. I'm God. The end of that story.
That's the end of that chapter. Moving on.
One day, Korah. Okay, now we got to just...
This is the beginning of shit getting so fucking wild that I almost start to like this book.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I want tassels now on everything I wear.
Yeah.
Little tassels tangled from my hand.
We're just blocking your eyes.
Yeah. But that way I can't ever forget not to sin because it's just dangling.
We'll make a new goal on Patreon. It'll be like $50. We'll buy Jasper a tassel hat.
Tassel hat!
So, 250 people led by a man named Korah.
Sure.
And 2 other leaders who I didn't write their names down because, to be honest with you, the way this lists lineage, I can't actually tell which of the names are the people that are currently alive and which are the descendants.
Trying to read it, and there's parentheses to make it less confusing, and it makes it more confusing.
Yeah. So Korah is the main one, but there are 2 other kind of leaders with him. They bring 250 people to Moses. And they say, "You've gone too far this time, Moses."
Man, I was just sitting here. I didn't even...
You've gone too far.
But I didn't do anything.
Yeah. What's that phrase? Why is that phrase in the Bible?
I haven't done anything.
And why are they directing it to Moses?
What did I do?
You've gone too far.
But what have I gone too far from and for?
Too far?
Okay, I'm sorry? Do you need something? I could give you something in return for how far I've gone. Do like a nice sturdy handshake, maybe some flour.
No,
gotcha. No flour. Get that fucking yeast out of here.
Yeah. So they're jealous because God likes Moses more than he likes everyone else.
Dude, this just happened.
I know. But now it's more people. and Moses has gone too far.
What
I
has
love it so much because in my book it actually says the phrase "You've gone too far, Moses." I'm not paraphrasing.
Mine says a lot more.
Well, yeah. Read verse 3.
They went to Moses and Aaron and said, "We have had enough of your presumption. You are no better than anyone else. Everyone in Israel has been chosen of the Lord.
Well, my modern language
And he
more
is
fun.
with all of us. What right do you have to put yourselves forward, claiming that we must obey you, and acting as though you were greater than anyone else among all these people of the Lord?" Okay, so yours is more fun.
Yeah. But the core concept is the leader of this group of people feels as though Moses and Aaron have set themselves apart and said, we're God's specially chosen people.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are saying all of the Israelites are God's chosen people. So you're not, they're basically saying you're not as special as you think you are.
They're making an interesting point.
Yeah.
We are all chosen. What
Yeah.
makes you guys more chosen than the rest of us?
And Moses is like, dude, I don't know. God said so. What the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want from me?
You've got too far.
So I really like to think that this is the moment that Moses comes into his own as a person. He's just like sick of everybody's shit. And he's like,
After 120 years of life,
Yeah.
he's finally getting.
yeah, he's like, you know what? Tomorrow, figure the shit out. Tomorrow's the day. You're going to take incense burners. You're going to burn incense. We're going to see how God likes that. You are the ones that have gone too far.
Hell yeah, Moses.
Yeah.
Stepping up.
And then he also says that I don't know if this felt like a reveal in my Bible, so I'm revealing it to you. Korah was descended from Levi. So Moses' thing was like, dude, you're already kind of more special than the other Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you like, you're not the most special? I get that. I'm sorry, I guess.
But you also get to kill people.
Yeah. So like,
It's a pretty big honor. All right.
Yeah.
You know who else gets to kill people? God. You're like right up there, man. You're pretty good. So hang on. That's something to put your hat
Yeah,
on. You know,
right.
that's
hang your hat on it.
murder.
So the next day, they're still going back and forth. And verse 13 and 14 is, it's my favorite. Isn't it enough that you've brought us up out of a land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness? Now you want to lord it over us? Moreover, you haven't brought us into a different land flowing with milk and honey.
Okay, that's on me. All right. That's it. You know who I am. I'm the Lord thy God. You know what I'm saying?
We've
I'm
done over
God.
so
And you know,
many.
Yeah. But listen to this. You're right. You know, you get in return for that.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Listen, because it's not often I get to say this.
Right.
I'm wrong. I've made an error here. I did take you from a land of milk and honey.
Yeah.
Promised you a different one.
Right. With
More milk and more honey.
right. And we've got no milk and honey.
We're smack dab in between both those places, aren't we?
We are.
In between a milk
We
and
are.
in between a honey. You know, it's a
Yeah.
classic phrase that I made up.
Everybody says that all the time.
In between milk and honey.
Yeah.
You know what you get as a reward?
Hmm.
You and all your future descendants for, like, I'm going to say 7 generations.
I feel like I hate this.
Leprosy. Every single one of you. Everything. You get it the worst.
Yeah.
You think you get it the worst until your kids come out, and then they're going to get it even worse. They're basically going to just be like little inside out babies.
Yeah.
It's going to be like just dripping, just moist, dripping babies all the time because their skin's inside out. And then their kids, because they're going to have kids somehow. Don't imagine it. It'll hurt. They'll have kids. And then those kids,
Yeah.
basically globs, just glob people crawling around the earth. And then they're going to have kids. Again, don't think about it. It's going to get weird. I'm going to set those ones on fire. I'm going to just set them on fire. And let's say those kids have kids.
Yeah.
By the time they're in the promised land, but they are the lowest of the low in the promised land.
Yeah.
Like they are just crawling around, just on fire, globs of people. And then one of them, I'm sorry to do this to you, but you did question me, and you said some pretty
I did.
unkind and critical thinking things, which I do not appreciate. One of your descendants, I'm going to call her Gwyneth Paltrow. And she's going to make a show on Netflix about her vagina.
Yeah, I hear that name and I just hate it.
It's pretty rough, right?
Yeah.
That's a bad name. She's going to name her kid Apple. Yep, she would. And then she's going to start talking about her vagina. And you guys, you have incenses. You have incenses. And
yeah.
I'm going to make a thing called a candle later. It's going to be like an incense, but you make it from wax.
Okay,
Forget that because you don't want to invent it right now. It's not ready.
No.
She's going to make one that smells like her vagina. And then people, they're going to buy it. Like a lot of people. Like more people than you can possibly imagine.
That's upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what the candle's called? This smells like my vagina. Not even artistically creative, right?
No, that's
your descendant. That's what I give you for forgiving me. Lord, that God, baby.
I do really wish we were back in Egypt.
I am God. I am the best.
So Moses prays to God. He's like, hey, don't take any of these bitches' offerings.
Moses got some cojones.
Right? The 3 dudes that are running the rebellion managed to rile up pretty much the entire Israelite camp. And God rolls up his sleeves and he's like, all right, guess it's time to murder everybody. And Moses and Aaron are like, no, dude. The people that are running the rebellion, yeah, we can fuck them up, but you don't have to kill all of the Israelites.
But look how many people there are. I could kill them all.
You could. But most of them are not doing much of anything wrong.
Hold on, wait a second.
Yeah.
Did we just do this? Did we just?
It does feel like that, right?
I feel like we just,
right?
Not a week ago, even.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a couple days. It's not been long.
Did I say then that I wanted to kill everyone and you told me not to?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd that end then?
You didn't kill everybody.
All right. Well, I guess I'm not going to kill everyone this time again, right? Probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's just cut through all that and just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
When you write a book about me, don't put this in there twice.
Well, no, that would just be weird, right? That would just make everybody look bad.
It would insult the reader.
Right.
It would make all of us look stupid
Right.
because this just happened.
Exactly.
This just happened. So let's not do that.
No, let's not do that.
Our bad.
Right.
Continue forward.
Of course.
The rebellion guys?
Yeah.
Slaughter them.
Oh, we're going to fuck them up.
Good. It's like what, 150?
250.
250.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 100 more murders.
I know.
Yay.
So, I like to imagine that Moses like walking in circles, like rubbing his hands together. He's just fucking worked up as shit.
You motherfuckers.
And God says, okay, I won't kill everybody, but everybody should get the fuck away from the 3 people that started this rebellion and their families. And understandably, everybody runs away. And those 3 people kind of all cluster together. And Moses says, I'm not a prophet or anything, but I'm going to go ahead and say that these guys stepped out of line. And if they die of natural causes, then I'm in the wrong. If they live full, healthy lives, I'm in the wrong. But if something fucking wild were to happen, like say the entire earth were to open up and swallow them whole and then seal over them, if something like that were to happen, then obviously they're the ones that fucked up. And then that happens. The earth opens up.
What?
And swallows them whole and then closes over them. And then God sets the rest of the rebels on fire. And the next day, people are still talking shit.
What?
Ah.
How? How are people still talking shit about Moses?
And God appears behind Aaron and Moses. He's like, dude, this is it. This is it. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. They're done. We're done. We're all done. I'm killing all of them. So God just sends hundreds. Oh no, this is a different thing. He goes on a fucking rampage, fucking murder rampage, just through the camp and just plagues people to death. And Moses is like, Aaron, quick, burn incense, calm him down. And then Aaron runs through the camp with incense burning and goes, calm down, calm. Oh God. And
why is there not a movie about this?
God finally gets high enough to chill the fuck out, but not before he murders 14,700 people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. That's 14,000?
14,700.
So almost 15.
Plus the 250 that he set on fire the day before.
Okay, so in 2 days.
Plus Korah. and his family and the 2 other rebel leaders and their families.
Okay, so pretty much 15,000.
It's a solid amount over 15K. I'd say, honestly.
All right. So 15,000 people. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, in one rampage, it was 14,700.
Yeah.
It was 14,700. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Just to throw on the plague like that, man.
Yeah.
In his defense, people were still